We have the Clippers as the road team for today's Western Conference matchup. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to this broadcast of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan. And with me today, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. And, of course, guys, the big news, Jeremy Lin out with the injury.
Well, Kevin, no more uncertainty about the seriousness of his injury. We only got a preliminary diagnosis after he came out of their previous game, but now they sound sure about it. Hopefully we see him back on the court in less than a month.
And we should. I mean, knowing the history of players who've had similar injuries in the past, obviously every player is different, but you would expect him to be back within a few weeks.
And the Clippers starting five. Dudley and Griffin, your small and power forwards. CP3 and Jamal Crawford make the backcourt, and it's Jordan in at the center. And so it's the Lakers with it, following Chris Paul's three-point attempt. Here's G, guarded by Crawford. Nice job coming off that screen. Randall's got his first points of the game.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Now here's Paul. Last game he had 10 points. Griffin's shot is good.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on it.
G dishes to Chandler. On the wing, Bryant, guarded by Crawford. And that one's good. Kobe's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, nice way there to get your first basket of the game.
Kicks to Dudley. Crawford against Bryant. Crawford passes to Griffin. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot two.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy two.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
The Lakers have gotten their first three shots to go in for him to start off this game. There's the pick. G kicks to Randall. And he banks in the layup. Randall's got his second bucket of the night.
4 straight makes out of the gate. That's a sweet start.
Jordan sets the pick for Paul. The dish to Crawford. He's looking for Griffin and finds him. Paul outside. Los Angeles with another miss.
I thought he'd make that one. And that's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
And Wilson Chandler with the slam.
What a smooth finish.
Well, he's certainly the one they want on the end of those breaks. He always finishes strong.
Last game for the Lakers, they picked up the W against the San Antonio Spurs.
I thought the way they attacked the rim and got into the paint was phenomenal. It seemed like after a while, the defense just kind of waved the white flag.
That's exactly what will happen when a team continues to attack the goal and come away with layups. It demoralizes the defense.
Clippers trail by 6. Paul outside. And he lobs it up, and it's Jordan with the jam.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up Clark, that beautiful alley-oop dunk.
Yeah, it was nice.
Just a gorgeous assist.
Now here's Bryant. He's coming off a 16-point game against San Antonio.
That's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to, I think, tone it down a little bit at the defensive end.
Young's checked in for the Lakers. Paul outside. Crawford outside. Right wing. It's stolen by G. Now the Lakers on the break. And Bryant the bucket on the assist by G. G's got 4 assists now tonight. Paul outside. That drops.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
No, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
Here's G. 14 points from him the last game against San Antonio.
And he was so good defensively, anticipating every pass. He had a ton of steals in that game.
Clippers trail by 4. Pass to Dudley. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Crawford kicks to Paul. And there's the feed to Griffin. Back to Paul. Shot clock at 6. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Paul's got 5 now.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Let's see the stat sheet here on Jared Dudley. Last season, averaged about 8 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he thinks he can give them more than what he's actually giving them right now off the bench.
Well, I think everybody likes to think they can do more, but he just needs to be a bit more seasoned and learn the ropes, take his time, and his time will come.
Now here's Paul. After the miss from G, Griffin sets the screen for Paul. Now the pass to Dudley. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play. They're working together. And they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Paul with the ball. He has 5. Pass to Griffin. Jordan trying to free himself up. Again, Los Angeles.
Well, he's been working hard to get good looks, and it's paying off for him early.
Here's G. Young outside. Wants to get it to Kobe and does. With the fadeaway. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Here's the Clippers. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Now here's Paul. Guarded closely. Crawford dishes to Paul. Back to Crawford. His first shot coming late. Again, Los Angeles. Lakers trail by 4. Here's G. On the money from 12 feet away. And Clark, you saw a very animated huddle that last break, and I'm sure the coach wanted something specific from his team.
Well, Kevin, this is certainly a key moment for the squad, and he's looking for players to lock into the new game plan and carry it out the rest of the way. That's what he's trying to get across.
And here's Dudley for 3. Here's Jordan. Banked in off the glass. Jordan's got his second basket of the night.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Chandler with the screen on Paul. Young with no one around. It's good from long range. Young's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And the Lakers with some changes. And Davis is checked in for Hill. Barnes comes in for Wilson Chandler. It's Gerald Green in for Bryant. A big group substitution here for the Clippers. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Jordan. Ashik comes in for Blake Griffin. J.J. Redick's checked in for Jamal Crawford. And it's Farmar in for Paul. And the shot is good. Ashik's got his first 2 points of the night.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And I would continue to do it. You know, force the defense to maybe send a double team. Now you've got other options to work with offensively.
Here is Davis after the Clippers pick up 2. And that one's good by G.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Now Farmar. There's the screen. He kicks it to Ashik. Here is Hawes. He's guarded by Davis. 6 on the shot clock. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Dudley's got 5.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
I think it's time to make some adjustments defensively, Clark. I mean, what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Young, right side, uncovered. Here's Davis. The layup off target.
Boy, where was the box out? Too easy on that second chance opportunity.
Yeah, no box out is what happened there. Those kind of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
And so the first quarter wraps up. The second quarter going back here. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
And the key has been the second chance points. You look at this team, the hustle that they play with, very impressive in that first quarter.
Well, it's showing up on the scoreboard. I mean, you get second chance points like that, it can add to your totals and also demoralize your opponent.
G in at point guard. Randall out there with Davis. And it's Green, and it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, G, in the last matchup against the Spurs, got down to business. He ended with 14 points and was just a menace defensively and came away with a bunch of steals. You really couldn't point to too many things he did wrong in what was a complete performance from him, guys.
All right, Doris, thanks. That really was a spectacular game for him, even by Steve his standards.
Well, those are pretty high standards ordinarily. We'll see how much it carries over. It's not a performance that will be easy to repeat.
But you like to have that in your arsenal and on your resume so you can call on it the next time you get out on the court. So I think it'll serve him better than it won't.
Here's G. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Gets an open look and hits. Butler's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Lakers. And here's Redick. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Pass to Farmar. He dishes it to Redick. Clock at 6. Feeds to Farmar. From outside, off the mark. The Lakers in the lead. Butler on the wing. Dishes to G. And that one's good. G's got 8.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. It's stolen by G. Here's the break. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And it's Davis with the jam.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Yeah, that's right. So you push it. That's the best opportunity for points on the break. This lead, I think, is headed north.
Here is Dudley after Ed Davis's score. Kicks it to Farmar. Up top, Dudley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Redick for 3. And the Clippers miss again. Los Angeles leading by 5. Guys, this offense very effective.
Going right at him.
And this is where you just start picking apart the defense. And now you take their confidence away. You can really take control of this game.
Here's Farmar. After the made shot from G, they set the pick to stop the run. No good.
And they force the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit.
To the right side. Randall passes to G. Releases. It's rebounded by Seraphin.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just clanks the open jumper.
Right wing. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. With this break, let's show you the teams that led the league in assists last year. The Clippers third.
I tell you what, if you had to pick one stat, at least on the offensive side of the ball, that benefits your team, this is it. I mean, when you're amongst the league leaders in assists, you're doing a lot of good things. Not just making shots, but you're moving your teammates and you're moving the basketball.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. And Paul over to help. So it's the Lakers now. Chandler kicks to G. Good as the jump shot falls. G's got the lead up to 7 outs for Los Angeles.
Well, offensively, he's taken a solid opening quarter and just built on it here in the second.
Chandler with the steal. Here's G. 12 points for him. He feeds it to Randall, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk clock coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
That's what happens when get all 5 guys on a string defensively ready to react and make a play.
The Lakers making a switch here. Hill's checked in. The drive by Paul. Griffin. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 4th assist in this one.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Here's G, defended by Paul. Hill sets the screen for Bryant. The shot is off, and the Clippers will go the other way with it. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Well, Clark, they really shot terribly from downtown in that one and eventually paid the price for it.
They sure did. I mean, sometimes you can make up for poor three-point shooting with a strong inside game, but theirs wasn't quite strong enough.
Nick Young's checked in for Butler. Lakers leading by 6. Here's G. In low to Hill. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
He's been key for this team's offense, the way he's distributed the ball.
Yeah, you know, the offense is just moving through him, Steve. No doubt.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And a look now how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Lakers.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
Yeah, their passing has been terrific, too, Clark. We're seeing a lot of assists, really moving, a lot of flow offensively. I like what I see.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Clippers. Here's G. 12 points for him. Lakers passing it around. Bryant. And it's off the back rim. No good. Clippers trail by 6. Deep 2 from Crawford. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 5 assists tonight.
They just call him buckets, Jamal Crawford. His shot, a thing of beauty.
Here's G. Hill, a screen on Paul. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
You know, one reason they're on top right now is that they haven't done a whole lot of it.
That's the way to shoot the rock.
Away.
Matt Barnes is checked in. And so we conclude the first half. Lakers on top, up 7.
Well, you've been consistently able to find the open man through the first 2 quarters. What have you seen that you've been able to exploit in this defense?
I don't really think I've seen much to exploit. Really, it's just been about all keeping the ball moving and letting my teammates make the plays I know they can make. I sort of lucked into a lot of assists that way.
Your decisions have been on point to this point. Kevin, over to you.
Hey guys, listen up. We've got a good lead, but lots of basketball left to play.
About ready to get underway. You look at G in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, he created a lot of opportunities for himself in the first couple of quarters. And tell you what, he was smart with his shot making too. Really took good ones.
You know, points per shot attempted is really one of the undervalued stats in the game, and it's a real measurement of efficient scoring.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Blake Griffin down low and DeAndre Jordan. CP3 and Jamal Crawford make the backcourt. And it's Dudley in at the 3 spot. Here is Dudley after the made shot from G. It's Crawford with the drive. Here's Griffin and Hill with the block. Now here's Kobe. Hill sets the screen for Kobe. Right side Kobe. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Crawford dishes to Jordan. A shot by Paul. Nobody around. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. 10 points for Chris Paul.
But you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Doubled by Crawford. Here's G, defended by Paul. Back to Kobe. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the night. And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from Bryant.
Boy, that was solid. I tell you, he's one of the best there is up there at the foul line.
Paul goes in, and it's blocked.
And they've been off target now on 3 of the first 4 shots they've taken in this second half.
Hill kicks to Chandler. Los Angeles with another miss.
You gotta like the defense not quitting on the play and getting a hand in the face.
Sure do. With a tough defender breathing down your neck, that makes it not an easy shot.
Now here's Crawford. He has 7. Out to the right wing. On its way from Dudley for 2.
And the offense continues to struggle. Just 1 make in their 5 attempts.
Lakers leading by 8. Here's G. 14 points for him. And the basket by Hill.
Boy, beautiful assist. That's a couple of teammates clearly on the same page.
For Los Angeles, they've gone only 1 of 6 in the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. It's Crawford with the drive. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Crawford's got 9 points.
You know, the height difference there is huge, but he canceled it out with great body control.
Exactly, Steve. He got to the hoop and wouldn't allow himself to be manhandled by the big boy.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Hawes comes in for Jordan. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Jamal Crawford. Here's G. Chandler outside. Here's the screen. And Kobe the bucket with the assist by G. Bryant's got the lead up to 10 now for Los Angeles. The dish now to Dudley. He's looking for Griffin and finds him. Goes back up. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
Exceptional play to take the bump and still get it up and down.
Yeah, way to stay with it and look to finish the play right there.
Here's G. Passes to Randall. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's G. Again, Los Angeles.
He found the open man on the perimeter and got the ball to him.
There's the feed to Redick. Here's Hawes. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Hawes got 5 points now this quarter.
Fantastic pass. He turned that one into a pretty easy basket for his teammate.
G passes to Kobe. He kicks it to G. The pass to Randall. The Clippers grab the miss.
I thought he rushed it a little bit, guys, because he had a clean look, just lost his focus.
There's the lob to the hoop, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
Maybe that'll ignite him. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geek.
That's what those alley-oops do, though.
Here's G, following the basket by Blake Griffin. Chandler. Rebounded by Dudley. They've definitely hit that groove offensively.
They sure have, guys. I mean, really aggressive. And I like that posture and mindset. Stay aggressive.
Yeah. Steve, you like groove, don't you?
I do. I love groove, Kevin. And I love the attack mode this team is in, too. I mean, they're really getting into the paint. They're getting whatever they want offensively.
Now here's Paul. Wilson Chandler unable to get his shot to go. Here's G. He's got 16. Here's Kobe. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
Yeah, that's 4 straight trips, guys, where their passes have ended up in scores. 4 straight assists. Great team play.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Davis is checked in for him. Burns comes in for Randall. Gerald Green, he's checked in for Wilson Chandler. Young is subbed in for Bryant. And then for the Clippers, Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for Griffin. And it's Farmar in for Chris Paul. Here's Farmar. Bryant so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Lakers leading by 5. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. The head coach of the Clippers had some words for his team over the break. If what he talked about is a true indication, the pick and roll is going to be their go-to play from now on. He sees that as being their best option offensively. He also wants them to concentrate on working as a team at the offensive end. Passing, patience, and teamwork. Those were the messages. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
Thank you, Doris. Here's Farmar, and it's blocked. Here's G. Outside, Green. Here's G. That three off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. And the foul called on G. That's foul number 2 for him. Omer Ashik. He's checked in for Los Angeles. 1:49 left to play in the third. Redick with it. Pass to Dudley. Here's Seraphin. He hits it from 9. Seraphin's got his second basket of the night.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Boy, the ball movement's been fantastic here the last few possessions.
Davis sets a screen. A minute 20 left in the third quarter. Young outside. Pass to G. He dishes it to Barnes. 4 on the shot clock. And Young with the basket on the assist by Barnes. Young's got 8 points.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
And Redick kicks to Dudley. Wants to get it to Seraphin and does. Fades and shoots. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Lakers leading by 4. 46 seconds left in the third. Nick Young on the wing. Feeds it to G. Dishes to Green. Kicks to G. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Really an extraordinary game for G. 16 points, and the assist numbers tremendous.
His court vision, Clark, has been phenomenal. I mean, he could not be passing the ball any better than he is right now.
The Lakers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Los Angeles making a switch here. Butler's checked in, and the Clippers with a change here too. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Jordan Farmar. Redick dishes to Crawford. Launches a 3. Second chance shot. A rebound by the Lakers. They've led by as much as 10. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Ashik.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Yeah, you look at the numbers. 10 of the last 12 points have come from close range, so I agree.
G passes to Young. Off the pick. Oh, no good. And it has not been on just one occasion tonight that we've seen some excellent court vision from this man. State Farm assisted the game replay, featuring one of 11 tremendous assists on the game from G.
And you're right, Kevin, about this performance. Play after play of just beautiful passing skill. And tell you what, when he's playing well, when he's really in a group, this offense is like a well-oiled machine.
G, he's in a point guard. Wilson Chandler out there with Caron Butler. Then it's Randy. And it's Young in at the 2 guard. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Now here's Crawford. And that one goes long.
And a missed opportunity right there.
Definitely, I think he should have converted that one.
Butler kicks to G. And the 3 ball is good. G's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Lakers.
And this game is really heated up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, there's always room for more offense, Steve. You know that. Maybe that'll ignite them. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geek.
That's what those alley-oops do, though.
Young dishes to G. Chandler is screen. Butler in the corner. Here's G, defended by Paul, and it's good. The time running down on the shot clock. Clippers trail by 7. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Here's Griffin. Good.
Well, their plan of attack has been pretty clear to see. You can get the ball inside and just take it strong to the hoop. Be dominant in the lane.
Well, the defense has been very slow to adjust. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Here's G, following the basket by Blake Griffin. Young outside. He feeds it to G. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Young with no one around. Misses the wing J. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And the foul called on G. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And the Lakers with some changes. Hill, he's checked in for Butler. And Kobe is subbed in for Nick Young. Jared Dudley's checked in for Los Angeles. Here's Crawford. He sinks the 11-footer.
You know, they've been so effective when they've been able to get the ball inside.
Some real shortcomings from this defense. I mean, they've given up 5 straight looks in the paint.
G, no good. Clippers trail by 3. Down low. Crawford drives in. Great positioning on the putback. That's 10 points for Jordan.
Nicely done. They just continue to dominate inside. That's 10 points in a row in the lane.
It's now. Oh, my goodness.
What a huge play.
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Still, I mean, startling that he'd even try that right now.
The fader. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Randall's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here's G, defended by Paul. Hill, no good.
And you got to like the defense inside, really protecting the rim.
Challenging shots and making his presence felt around the rim. That's exactly what he can give you.
Los Angeles leading by 3. Chandler outside. Here's Bryant. That one goes. Count it.
You know, it's really going to be all about hard work from this point on. And they worked hard to create that high-quality shot right there.
Yeah, and that's their goal down the stretch. Continue to find those close-range shots.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
Clippers trail by 5. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. The head coach had some words for his team over the break. He is not happy with their perimeter defense, saying, guys, way too many open shots for them beyond the three-point line. We've got to press up closer and try to crowd them off the arc. Guys, we'll see if they got the message.
Thanks, Doris. Lakers have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Here's G, defended by Paul. G passes to Randall. And Griffin sends it back.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
Man, that should tilt things toward them. I mean, they've been winning that battle.
Kobe comes with the double team. And here is Los Angeles now. In the corner, it's Crawford. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. And now just a 1-point Laker lead. Here's G. Good. Nothing but net. G's got 27 points. The Clippers have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. And Dudley kicks to Crawford. And the wide open shot from Paul. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Crawford, no one around him. Crawford with another miss. Lakers leading by 3. Here's G. They double him with Jordan. Here's Randall. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Jordan sets the pick for Paul. Out to the right wing. Jordan inside. He's guarded by Hill. 6 to shoot. Paul dishes to Crawford. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got assist number 8 here in this one already.
Another good look there, and that's his second three-pointer of the game.
G kicks to Kobe. Here's Randall, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. And the Lakers lead by 4. .157 left to play here in the fourth. Crawford kicks to Paul. Back to Crawford. The dish to Jordan. Baseline J on the way. G with the rebound. G's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. 1:30 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside Hill. Passes it to G. 5 to shoot. Rebounded by Dudley.
And you got to like the defense inside, really protecting the rim.
Challenging shots and making his presence felt around the rim. That's exactly what he can give you.
The drive by Paul. The feed now to Jordan. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they have. If the shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, how about Kobe in this one? He has 18 points and 1 rebound.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Well, defensively, they've played with high energy level, guys, and all the steals we've seen really a result of that aggressiveness.
You know, adding to that, Steve, you look at their block totals tonight, and you see how feisty they've been on the defensive end this game.
Crawford with the ball. Picked up by Kobe. And now we've got the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
He adds to their lead with a couple of solid free throws.
Clippers have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Paul passes to Crawford. The 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Jordan. Excellent D there from Hill.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Here's G, and that one's good. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
This game's over, guys. I think we can say that with certainty.
Yeah, I agree with you there. We have officially reached.
And so the Lakers take the win. They came, they saw, they conquered.
Well, big numbers for you on the offensive end. How were you able to consistently get your shot?
I mean, I just put in so many hours in the gym, you know, in playgrounds and everywhere in between. Now my shot is just as consistent as it gets. I can make most shots blindfolded, honestly. Making them in the game with my eyes open, that's a piece of cake, as you can see with my stats.
Well done. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. Thanks for joining us for this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. For Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying see you next time.
All right. It's one thing to know you're one of the best in the league, but it's another thing to prove it on the court, night after night after night.
Check this out. We doing what we supposed to do, beating who we supposed to beat. It doesn't matter unless we play well during the playoffs.
True, but it still feels pretty good, don't it?
Yeah, it does.